boxes. Hi guys, it is Thursday. This is the first time I have picked up my phone. Sorry, it was entering my thing on my tablet all week, simply because there really hasn't been anything new to report. We haven't heard back from Terminex, so I'm hopeful that by next Friday I will be able to push my bed back up against the wall. My mom's like, "You're not supposed to do that." And I'm like, "Well, I'm doing it. It just makes me feel better." Because right now I don't have a headboard, and the way it's going, I probably won't get one because my mom's like, "I don't think you can put a headboard on that bed." And I went, "Well, you can if you get the right attachments." And she's like, "No." So my mom's been in one of her moods lately, so it's fun. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to push that up, which means I'll be able to get my plushies out of these totes. I don't know where I'm gonna put a lot of them because if you guys see my older videos, on my old bed I had a headboard, so I had a bunch of my itty bitties, and I had Goose and my bunny I call Kwai Bunny up there, and then I had a footboard, and that's where a little stuffed dog my brother gave me and my little bug plushie were. So I have no clue. I just feel like in January I'm just going to spend the time like reorganizing my room in terms of where everything is. Like that's going to go under my bed. I'm thinking about getting a tree bag and storing my tree under my bed just so I have more room in my closet. One of these two totes is going to go for Christmas decorations, so I can have a separate tote for Christmas decor and one for ornaments, because I have so many ornaments, guys. I mean, my tree. I posted a picture of my tree when it was done, and like, I don't know how many ornaments I got this year, because I went a little overboard, because I decided I had to have the same number of Marvel and Star Wars ornaments so that it was equal. So I had 2 Star Wars ornaments already. I had a Porg and the Star Wars logo, which is right there where my thumb is kind of pointing. And so I said, okay, I need to get 2 more. And I decided, you know what? I wanted to do this thing where I tried to get ornaments to match it, the races I had done this summer. So I had to get an R2 ornament, and I did. And then I was like, did I get 4 Star Wars ornaments? R2, Star Wars logo, Porg. I should have another Star Wars ornament, but I don't know. Maybe I only got 3. I don't know. I will find out when I take down my tree. But then I went, okay, I gotta get Marvel ornaments. So I was able to find an ornament for Black Panther, which was cool. And I'm like, I can't find any ornaments I liked for the rest of the races I did. So I decided, okay, that's fine. I'll just get some other ornaments. Wait, I only think I got 3. Yeah, I ended up getting 3, not 4. So I do have 4, because I went and I got the Yavin medal. So I got the Yavin medal ornament. And then I got the Captain America Avengers Endgame ornament. And then I went and I got a baby Groot ornament. So yeah, so I got 4 of those. And then when we went down to Bronner's, I think I ended up getting like 3 or 4 more ornaments, where technically we usually only get 1, but now it's like anything we put in the cart we end up buying. So I got like all these ornaments, and so I literally, when I decorate my tree, I'm literally reaching inside my tree to hang ornaments inside the tree, because I literally have no space. And this tree is not old. I think this tree I got last year. So this is not an old tree. This tree is probably 1 or 2 years old. It's about 6 foot. So I need a bigger tree. I posted a picture. My mom actually said that. She's like, you need a bigger tree. And I'm like, I know. I just bought this one. And I could go up maybe another foot, because we actually have pretty high ceilings here. So I could go up maybe like almost to a 6.5 to a 7-foot tree and be fine. Oh, but I need to get more lights. And I have an addiction to Christmas ornaments, and I posted, okay, I'm like, next year I think I'm not going to get any ornaments whatsoever. I think next year I will splurge and get a new star or Christmas tree topper for the top of my tree, and or maybe a really nice decoration. But until I get a bigger tree, I cannot get any more ornaments unless I get more and I just start shifting more to hang inside the tree. But I am overflowing at this point. But it looks nice. Everybody thinks my tree looks nice. I'm like, of course it looks nice. That is literally like more money than I will ever see in a lifetime hanging on a tree. I mean, this is 30 plus years of ornaments, and some of these ornaments are older than me, have been on this earth longer than I have. So it's a very nice eclectic mix of Hallmark and Bronner's and ornaments from Michigan's Adventure and Mackinac Island and homemade ornaments and ornaments that belong to my mom's side of the family that I now have. So yeah, I'm very proud. It took me, if you guys saw the time lapse, I'm sorry for how that turned out. I promise I will do better next year if I do one. It took me, because I sped up the time lapse, it actually took me almost 3 hours to put ornaments on this. So it takes me a while. Like it takes me, oh, my hair looks awful today. It takes me maybe a half an hour to get the tree assembled and put together, maybe almost 40 minutes, an hour to get the lights on, and then it takes me almost 2 bloody hours to put the ornaments on. And the candy canes, which I did not get enough candy canes. I only got one box of 12. I should have gotten more. But yeah, so my tree is up. It's fun. It's not going to be up as long as it will be because I take it down like the second. I take it down like this year. I think I'm taking it down January 5th or 6th. So like the week after New Year's, it comes down simply because I love my Christmas tree, but I want my room back. Especially since I'm hoping that I will have a new job. And with this new job, I will be able to purchase some things for my room. Like I would really like a rug. I would like some storage bins to go under my bed so I can put like my winter gear and my socks under my bed and stuff like that. I need to get new socks because all my socks have holes in them. So I'm hoping to have a new job. I'm hoping. I applied to work at a Monster store that is opening at the mall. So we are opening a store that is all Monster Energy stuff. So I applied there, and I'm going to apply to another job today. So I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful. It's just that, like I keep saying, I knew this was going to happen. I was going to be in this weird place where I'm trying to get a job, and I'm not even getting called for interviews. So it's kind of frustrating. But it is what it is. I'm going to have to deal with it, and I can enjoy this season and take advantage of the fact that because I am currently unemployed, that means I have a ton of freedom, and it means I don't have to work Christmas Eve, and I for sure am not working Christmas Day. So that can make me happy. So I'm going to enjoy that because next year I will probably have a job. Well, more than likely I will be working Christmas Eve, which sucks. But if I get a nice boss and a nice job, maybe they'll be more than willing to let me work the morning and leave at like 1, 2 o'clock Christmas Eve so I can spend time with my family. Um, but that's in the future. That's all, I don't know, hopefully not more than a couple of weeks away. But hoping, cross fingers, pray for me that soon I hear some sort of positive news on the job front, even if it's just a freaking interview. Like, I'm just asking for a chance, people. Just give me one bloody chance. That's all. But yeah, speaking of family, we did something fun Sunday. I've told you guys about Rooftop Landing Reindeer Farm out in Clare. We went a couple years ago, and it was cute. It was fun, and we went back this year, and we went this past Sunday, and the reason I didn't film or take any pictures is I didn't film because I knew it was going to be a family outing. And while my dad's okay with the vlogging, like I said, my mom's not that big a fan of it. So I didn't want to have the camera out and kind of bugging her. And then when we got there, it was actually busy. So we went 3 years ago, and we went around the same time, and there was like nobody there. You had all this place to park. It's basically in the middle of farm country out in Clare with like it's a farm. It's basically a farm. So they have like a large pen area and a barn for the reindeer, and they have a house where I think they live, like a little 2-story house with like a big room downstairs and like everything upstairs. And then they had like a little red large 1-room building with bathrooms, and they used that as like a gift shop and a store. And they also had some animals in there. Like when we went, they had like a cow and alpacas, a reindeer, and they also brought a reindeer out for you to pet. And they do like a wagon pulled by a Jeep ride, and have a playground and all this stuff. So we had gone, and there wasn't really anybody there, and it was nice. It was cute. It was quick. I think we spent like a half an hour, like maybe almost 40 minutes there, but my mom was sick, so we cut it short. Um, this year we went, it was completely different. They were packed. They actually had people out guiding traffic and they had changed the setup. Whereas before you just went into the gift shop, that was it. Now they had a large area, like fenced off, like a few, like this huge area in front of the paddock, fenced off. And they had like cardboard cutouts for you to take pictures. They had a fire pit going. And instead of just going up, now you had to go into what I assume is the people's house, the first floor, pay in this like little room, pay, and then you go into a larger room and they're selling popcorn and donuts and cookies. They're making homemade candy canes right in front of you, which I wanted to see. They had Santa Claus. They had like, it was just like this large dining room kind of area, and they had like gifts and stuff set up there, and then you could go outside and you're in that large open area, and there's the paddock, the little field with the reindeer, and then they had like a little outdoor thing where you can buy reindeer feed and drinks and popcorn, and um and then they have like a little triangle area where you can step up to see and pet and feed the reindeer. I ended up going to get a thing of reindeer feed from my mom because she really wanted to pet a reindeer. So we got food and mom and I fed a reindeer named Cookie, who was so sweet. And then we got to meet Bernie, who's like this little, he's like the big bull reindeer, like the boss. And it was hysterical because they had a reindeer named Clarice, and she is like she's the oldest female and she was the boss, and she and one of her babies had left the barn, had come out. Clarice walks up to Bernie, who was sitting by like a little trough and was just minding all his business. She goosed him with her antlers. And poor Bernie curmudgeonly gets up like an old man and just moseys over to the fence like, hey, feed me, I got bullied. So I got to pet two reindeer, Bernie and Clarice, and reindeer are so soft. And feeding reindeer is just like feeding a goat. It tickles the same way, so it was awesome. And then we went into the little, and they had two white alpacas in the field with the reindeer, and then we went into the little red gift shop where they had a clown making balloon animals, and you could get a picture taken that you could pay for and buy more gifts. Um, and in there they had a brown Highland cow, which I absolutely love these cows. I think they're called Highland cows. They are cows with long brown shaggy coats. I love them. I think they are adorable. Like silky chickens. I love silky chickens. I like animals that look different. And then they had another pair of alpacas that were brown, furred brown. They were cute. I could not get them to come up so I could pet them, and I love alpacas and llamas. It did not work. And then they also had a pair of wallabies named Cinnamon and I think Nutmeg. I don't remember. But my mom was not too thrilled to see them because they don't belong in this state. It's way too cold for them. That was cool. So, but it was so busy. So that was another reason why I didn't take any pictures. I didn't vlog, was because there was like so many people. It's like I got two pictures. Mom feeding Cookie. I got that picture and that's posted on my Facebook. And then my mom took a picture of Cookie and you could see my hand. That was it. That was all the pictures we took because literally there were kids and people running around everywhere. And it's like, I didn't want to film because there were so many kids. And I also did not want to, and Claire is small. Claire is smaller in Midland. So in Midland, I don't vlog a lot when I'm out and about simply because I feel like I'm the only vlogger in Midland and that gets a lot of weird looks. And I didn't want to do it in Claire. Because I feel like that would be even weirder. I'm still kind of being like, do I really want to vlog in public? Sometimes I do, mostly during the summer, but a lot of times I'm like a little hesitant to vlog in my hometown or local area. I'm more open to doing it in places like Frankenmuth or when we go to a zoo or something because I'm a tourist, so it's a little bit more, hey, I'm going to film this. But yeah, it was so busy and so crazy. I didn't film. I didn't even take any pictures because like we were feeding the deer and I wanted to get a lot of pictures of the deer and we couldn't because there was like a line of people who wanted to get to see the deer and like shoving you out of the way, and I'm like, okay, so no deer. So I'm sorry about that, but hopefully I will be able to film a little bit tomorrow night. Tomorrow, my dad, myself, and my brother, and maybe my mom, we are going to the Garden Rock at Dow Gardens, which I love to pieces. And for like 3 nights, so for tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday, and then next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they open the garden up. It's free from 5 to 7:30. and you come and you walk around the garden. They light the paths with like luminaries and fairy and twinkle lights, and it is so beautiful. And tonight, this weekend, they will have choirs and small bands, like ensemble pieces, and they will have them stationed at certain points throughout this path through the gardens. Like they'll have some in the conservatory where they will have these giant trees made out of poinsettias, which are absolutely gorgeous. And they will just be playing music, and you can go into this one barn and they'll have free cookies and hot chocolate. Like this whole event is free. If you buy something in the gift shop, you have to pay, but everything else is free. And apparently they're doing Santa Claus this year. They also bring out some of the reindeer from Claire, so I will probably get to see some reindeer and maybe take some pictures and footage for you guys tomorrow. So the reindeer will be there, Santa will be there, and it's just a really nice little fun local event. One of the few events still in Midland that they still do. They still do it big, and it's still free, which is very nice. And then next weekend they do it again, but they do what's called silent nights, where there are no choirs or ensembles, no music. It's just you walk through the gardens and it's quiet. We prefer going on these nights because it's more fun. And actually, a few years ago, when I was still attending Holy Scripture, my church put together a small group of us, and we actually got to go to the garden on one of these nights, and we performed there. And my brother and some of the other members of the kids of the church who played instruments, they brought their instruments and they played. So it was really nice. So it was fun. So I have been there as both a spectator and a performer. So it was really cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. And maybe we got to stay with my dad. Also on tap tomorrow, I am making Christmas cookies. I'm not doing the standard, you get the pre-made Pillsbury Mrs. Field ones, you take them off the cardboard, put them on the pan, oven, done. No, I actually have cookie mixes I am doing two. I'm doing gingerbread, and because I love gingerbread, and I'm trying a new version of snickerdoodles, I'm doing chocolate snickerdoodles, which is just snickerdoodles with chocolate. Pretty self-explanatory. So I was going to do those today, and we're like, nah, we'll do them tomorrow because my mom has to go out because she's doing something secret with my dad. So who knows? So I'm just really, really excited. And yes, my little Legos are growing. Also, you guys, before I wrap it up for today, something cool came in the mail. My Rise of Skywalker Spirit jersey. I'm super excited. It looks amazing. I tried it on. It fits well. One small problem, it's baggier, and I keep forgetting how short I am when I'm buying stuff like this, so the shirt is long on me, and I was going to wear my new Dio and BB-8 skater skirt, which because it is a skater skirt, it actually comes up really high on my waist. It's actually higher than my waist, so it's like very high-waisted, and my Rise of Skywalker Spirit jersey comes almost to the top, to like the bottom, so I'm a little worried about that. But I am going to put together the two outfits because I could wear a different shirt with it. And I'm going to let my sisters in the Vampire help me pick which outfit I'm going to go wear to see Rise of Skywalker in like 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, you guys. December, it's next week. Rise of Skywalker comes out next week. And we are going on the 22nd to go see it. And then it is Christmas. It is insane. We're going to go see it on the 22nd. 2 days later, it's Christmas Eve. And then it's Christmas Day. That is insane. It's going to be like the best Christmas ever. I am super excited. And I got my first card from the Vampire Card Exchange from a lovely lady named Perry. I love her. And she also sent me a little treat, which I nearly burst into tears, you guys. This is an official Knights of the Jedi Order patch. She's a member of the Rebel Legion, so Knights of the Jedi Orders. This is from her temple, the group she belongs to. Temple of the Crystal Spire. I about broke down in tears when I opened it and this patch was in there. I was ready to cry. Like, seriously. It was so wonderful. And she got my card, and I said, now I feel guilty because I just put like stickers and trading cards in the card. So yeah. So I'm going to get going today. I will talk to you guys later this week. So yeah. Bye guys. I've never seen that light before. Ooh, nice one. There's that light again. I've never had him on for this long, so I honestly don't know what's going on. But it's fun.
You want the big guy? You want to take a picture? Yeah.
I just saw some of your relatives on Sunday.
Oh, so close.
I feel spoiled. I got to see a reindeer twice this week. Big antler. I got to pet Candy. I wish Mom would have come. She would have loved to see the little baby.
That feels good.
Yeah. Hey guys, happy Friday. I thought I would end the vlog here for this week. I ended up getting a lot more footage for this week than I thought I did because like I said, I didn't film anything Sunday and I really just filmed yesterday. But I filmed quite a bit tonight. I actually just got home about a little under a half an hour, well, more like 20 minutes ago from the Christmas park at Dow Gardens. My dad got here late, so we never got there till like 6 o'clock. Just after 6, so we never got home till after 7. But I hope you guys like the footage I took tonight of the reindeer. And the reindeer from in the video from tonight are actually from the farm we went up to on Sunday. So this farm has a rather large reindeer herd, and during this time of year, their reindeer get hired out to do special events. Like they'll appear at like Santa houses or special Christmas events or in parades. So one of the events they do is they do the garden walk here in Midland, and they also used to actually take them to the Santa house in Midland too. So it's that same reindeer farm I told you guys that we went to Sunday. So that is where that reindeer was from, and the baby's name was Candy. And for those of you wondering that this is something unique, male reindeer are the one who lose their antlers. So in this time of year, if you see a reindeer without antlers, that's a male. The females don't lose theirs. So the females can get pretty big antlers, and they're the boss. So those were both girls. But yeah, so it was kind of nice. It was very it was different in years past. I made the comment that Midland has been changing, so a lot of the community events that used to be like really big and crazy and really open and tons of fun don't really exist anymore in terms of the community. Like one of the events I remember is Mannequin Night, which they did in conjunction with the Northwood University that's here. And that used to be a big, huge, basically a gigantic block party. And it's really just kind of it devolved into nothing. Like nobody does it. Like very few businesses take part, and like they don't have like any special like things and stuff. Like when I was younger, there used to be a bakery on Main Street called Hamilton's, and we loved going there because my dad knew the family who owned it. And this bakery did my birthday cake when I turned 1 year old, and they did my cake when I was confirmed. And we used to go down there almost every week to get donuts and chocolate milk. And in the fall, they would make like what my brother and I called pumpkin cookies, which are just sugar cookies with orange frosting. And we always wanted pumpkin cookies. And in fact, I loved them so much that when I went away for college and I went up to Northern, my dad, when he came up to visit for Parents Weekend, actually brought me a box of stuff from Hamilton's, including a little pumpkin jack-o'-lantern baby cake. So yeah, that's how much we love this place. So they used to be out there, but they're gone. So many of the old businesses are gone. And it's all like new, hipster, modern, really elite type stores. So it's like, for families like mine, it's like, what's even the point of going to some of these events? You know, they're always like, Midland has so much fun stuff to do. Midland's so great. I'm like, yeah, Midland has a ton of fun stuff to do if you can't afford to do it. I mean, a few years ago, we were named the National Tennis City or something. Like, we're the best city for tennis in the United States. And we won that because Midland pushed this campaign very hard, where the campaign was everybody in Midland plays tennis because we have a tennis center here where we have like an international tennis championship in the middle of winter. And so they're like, because we have this tennis center, everyone can play tennis. And that's true. Everyone can play tennis if you can afford to play there. It is uber expensive to do anything at the tennis center. And we just had our first like professional golf tournament here in the city of Midland. And they just announced today that the city got this grant from the golf tournament that the city founded because of Dow Chemical. So because Dow paid for this golf tournament, Dow then decided, instead of pouring money into help some of the issues in Midland, like some big issues like like Eastman Road, that should be totally rehauled because the traffic is so bad. We don't have like really any true low-income housing in Midland. That needs to be fixed, and the city has actually said, yes, that's an issue that needs to be fixed. We're just not going to deal with it. So they just signed off on these two like multi-million-dollar housing development things and basically said, yes, we know we have this great need for low-income housing. We just don't care. So instead of Dow doing something like that, Dow is giving them like almost $1 million to redo a second golf course in the city. There are 2 golf courses. There's the one at the country club, And then there's this one called Curry Parkway, which is really, really expensive to go to and has a driving range. So they are pouring like literally hundreds of thousands of dollars into into Curry Parkway Golf Course to have the driving range redone, where most of the people don't actually go there because not everybody in Midland can afford to go to there. So it's just really, really sad. And it kind of got to me tonight going to this garden walk. Now, granted, we did just have a huge storm move through the area a couple of weeks ago, and Dow Gardens suffered a lot of damage to the point where they were actually cutting down trees and to get it ready for this weekend. But there was a ton of stuff they used to do. Like this year, they have this one, they have a barn structure, and they usually will have hot cocoa so you can warm up because it's usually cold. They did not have that this year. Instead, you walked into this barn where there was a trash can, some tables and chairs, and then like 3 boards with in memorial, because any proceeds they make go to a hospice foundation, which is great, which is always a worthy cause. But they didn't have hot chocolate, and one of the other things they advertised was like, oh, we're gonna have Santa Claus. I didn't see Santa. Like, the high point was definitely seeing the reindeer, and then we actually stood out in the cold for almost 10 minutes to go into the conservatory to see the poinsettia tree because they had a band setting up, so they weren't letting anybody in. So it was nice. It was beautiful. I definitely say if you're here in Midland around this time of year, check out the garden walk at the candlelit Christmas walk at Dow Gardens. It is free, so you don't have to pay to do it, which is always a plus. It just feels like it is now slowly becoming one of those events that will just devolve over time, and sooner or later it's just going to be not something. But I love it, so while it's still around, I'm going to do it. So I'm not trying to scare you guys, just like when I worked on Mackinac Island and I had 2 kind of really bad working experiences. I don't want to scare you guys off from working on Mackinac Island, just like I don't want to scare you guys off from doing the garden walk. It is a lot of fun. It is nice. It's just that with everything in Midland, I have to take it with a grain of salt at this point, which sucks. Because I love my hometown. I remember when my hometown used to be so much more opening and welcoming and wonderful, and in many ways it is still that. But also in many ways, in recent years, it has definitely become a town that is 100% run by the elite, run by the wealthy, and run by corporations. And it sucks. You know, Dow Corning has been here my whole life. And I've always known that Dow basically gets to do whatever they want. But in recent years, like really recent years, it's just become clear to me that now they're like, oh, let's just keep running over people. And it totally sucks. But still, if you get a chance, do come visit Midland. Do I recommend staying in Midland? Not necessarily. Our hotels are either really cheap or really uber expensive. So maybe better off staying in Bay City and driving to visit Midland. But I still say come up to see what Midland's like. We do have a lot of like neat little cool things like the Alden B. Dow House. The Center for the Arts is really nice. Dow Gardens, even when it's not free, is really fun to walk through. And now you can pay $10 and do both Dow Gardens and Whiting Forest, and they're connected by a pedestrian bridge. So yeah, there's some fun things to do. So yes, it was a nice night overall. So my week was actually pretty good, and the reason I have to be careful is my mom's Christmas presents from out east, from my cousins and aunt, came today, and the one box actually has what it is on the outside. So I have to get wrapping paper and cover it. That was not expected. So yeah, so we're excited about that. Next week, I'm going to do my best to do a regular vlog. It is the week before Christmas. It's also the week Rise of Skywalker comes out, so I'm super, super pumped, and we're going to go see that the 22nd. But heads up, and I'll let you guys know about this next week as well. My vlogging schedule for the next 2 weeks after next week, it's going to be a little different. Like the week of Christmas, I might post a quick thing about going to see Rise of Skywalker, but other than that, I'm not planning on posting a regular vlog. The week after that, which is New Year's, again, I'm not posting a regular vlog. I will be posting a slideshow for 2019. And that should be up to January 1st. And then I will try to get back to regular vlogging. But I really need ideas about what direction to take this channel in 2020. Because I really feel like everybody's getting tired of these types of videos. So let me know what you guys want to see, and I will do my best to fulfill that. So, other than that, yeah, we got like less than a week. Oh my gosh, it is like exactly 1 week almost to Rise of Skywalker. I'm so pumped. So I'm going to get going for the week. You guys stay safe, stay sane. I'm sending you all lots of love, hugs, and prayers, and I will talk to you later. Bye.